for 4 days, Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party have been vocally criticizing the BJP and the NDA government for insulting the legacy of Dr Manmohan Singh. The Congress has griped about the BJP's alleged lack of solemn respect for customs and traditions that bestow dignity upon the departed, especially when the nation is mourning the passing away of a notable. Perceptions matter in politics, and the Congress is hoping that by making these remarks against the BJP, they can sway public opinion against the party. And it is precisely for this reason that after painting the BJP as a villain, it would be expected that the Congress would ensure that it doesn't put a foot out of place in observing all traditions and customs that signal that it is mourning Dr. Singh's loss with solemnity. But the Congress hasn't done that. Its most recognizable face, it is being reported, has decided to leave for Vietnam to ring in the new year amidst festivities. That too smack in the middle of the 7-day national mourning period. How's that for hypocrisy? The BJP is now asking the Congress. The Congress has reacted defensively. BJP has said that Rahul is taking the trip for New Year celebrations amid the mourning of one of India's national icons. The Congress is countering and saying that targeting Rahul's private trip is wrong. You shouldn't get into a personal space. The BJP says Rahul's foreign travel proves that Congress was merely politicizing Dr. Singh's death by making all sorts of unfounded allegations about the BJP not adhering to customs and practices, and the BJP trying to deliberately undermine the legacy of Dr. Singh. The BJP's attack has stung the Congress, and the Congress has replied by suggesting that the BJP is targeting Rahul to divert from the disrespect that the BJP showed to Dr. Manmohan Singh. Others, like Rahul Gandhi's loyalist and fellow MP Manikam Tagore, is choosing to brazen it out. And he said, and I quote, "When will the Sanghis stop this take diversion politics? The way Modi denied Dr. Sahib a place for cremation on the Yamuna banks, and how his ministers cornered Dr. Sahib's family is shameful. If Mr. Gandhi travels privately, why does it bother you? Get well in the new year." That is Manikam Tagore's unsolicited advice to the BJP. The trouble is that Rahul Gandhi's sudden decision to up sticks and to party in the new year is perception-wise a total abnegation of his own criticisms of the BJP. In hindsight, it is Rahul Gandhi who sounds like a hypocrite for attacking the BJP, and for defending him, the Congress sounds even more hypocritical. What did Rahul say, viewers? Over the last few days, he's been saying that the great son of India and the first Prime Minister of the Sikh community, Dr. Manmohan Singh ji, has been totally insulted by the present government by performing his last rites today at the Nigambodh Ghat. Dr. Manmohan Singh deserves our highest respect and a memorial. The government should have shown respect to this great son of the country and his proud community, unquote. His sister, who is newly a member of parliament, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, has come in and said, "This morning I felt this when I saw Dr. Manmohan Singh ji's family members struggling for a place at the funeral site, trying to find a place in the crowd, and the general public getting troubled due to lack of space and paying tribute from the road outside," unquote. Pawan Khera, Congress spokesperson, who is sometimes seen as the voice really of the Gandhis, has come out and said, and I quote, "The Prime Minister and ministers did not stand up when the national flag was handed to the widow of the late Prime Minister or during the gun salute. The family was given inadequate space around the pyre due to soldiers occupying the site. The public was kept out, left watching from the outside of the venue," unquote. In any case, viewers, any attempt by the Congress to position itself as a party that truly feels gutted by the loss of the former Prime Minister would appear to be a bit of a stretch. I wouldn't say insincerity, but certainly a stretch. This is what Sharmishta Mukherjee had to say, and she was, of course, Pranab Mukherjee's daughter, and has come out and said that the Congress ignores its leaders but BJP honors them. No condolence for my father, she's referring to Pranab Mukherjee, but other presidents were honored. They insulted Narasimha Rao by denying his body an entry into the All India Congress Committee office. The Congress is creating a fuss over Dr. Singh's memorial despite the government having approved it. And Rahul Gandhi publicly trashed government ordinance, face no action. She's referring to that incident, viewers, that infamous one where Rahul Gandhi challenged the authority of the then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh to the point where Dr. Manmohan Singh wanted to actually resign and was told not to, was convinced not to by Montek Singh Ahluwalia, his very close aide. And there's more. When Congress has disrespected its own viewers, there have been, as I told you, there was no condolence meeting organized by the Congress for Pranab Mukherjee. Sonia Gandhi didn't let another Prime Minister, Narasimha Rao's body, enter the AICC gates. So that's very commonly been spoken about, viewers, also by the family of PV Narasimha Rao. Nehru barred Congress leaders from Sardar Patel's funeral. There are some instances like this which are very well documented. Viewers, was this entire Congress campaign suggesting that the BJP was not showing the requisite amount of shok, solemnity, or at one level, a degree of condolences for Dr. Manmohan Singh, just an elaborate sham? Let's go straight across to our guest, viewers. Let's put this question out there. Let me first begin with Tehseen Poonawalla, who's representing the Congress point of view, is close to the Gandhis, related to them. Tehseen Poonawalla, it's a question that is obviously being asked because the Congress took such a high moral ground here. The Congress painted itself as the party that was paying obeisance to the departing of a great leader. But when it has come to it, what do we see? We see Rahul Gandhi not observing the full 7-day rituals, which are very crucial. The BJP says neither did he go to receive the ashes when others went, other politicians also went, especially from the Sikh community who weren't related to Dr. Manmohan Singh in any which way. And also, now he's taken off for a holiday smack in the middle of this mourning period. How do you respond to this charge?
Good evening, Rahul. Jai Samvidhan. Thank you so much for having me on the show. At the onset, before I come to this topic, let me just make one factual correction with a lot of humility. The only discussion in Sardar Patel's funeral was with regard to the President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, which was academic in nature. And as you will appreciate, that as per protocol, President shouldn't go. And therefore, Rajendra Prasad ji did attend, and the advice of the Prime Minister was attend as a colleague, not as a president. This was a new India being formed where you have academic discussions on protocol. Kindly do not, I would request you, and I have a lot of respect for you. Nehru and Patel were the best of friends. I can quote all of that. Please, let's not get into this and tarnish the people who are not here, their image. Now, let me come to this specific image, this specific issue. How does the BJP know where the honorable leader of opposition is going? By putting out his personal details, they are putting his life in jeopardy. The honorable leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi ji, enjoys the exact same security cover as the honorable Home Minister of India, Amit Shah ji, and the honorable Defense Minister of India, Rajnath Singh ji. You have now put his thing out on what you are alleging to be a personal travel. You and I don't know. We can't confirm it. How does the BJP therefore know? Are they snooping on him? Are they using the agencies? Or do they have moles in his security agency that are telling them where the honorable leader of opposition is going? This is a threat to his life, considering both his father and his grandmother have been martyred for this country. This is an absolute threat to his life. Now, I understand the argument will be so many times he may have gone abroad to his security. That is his personal decision. BJP can't be leaking personal information. Number two, I concede we are in mourning. Are all BJP union ministers currently sitting in Delhi? 2 union ministers flew with me. 2. Are they all sitting in Delhi in mourning? They were personal flights. And wherever Shri Rahul Gandhi ji goes on a personal or a professional visit, doesn't take away from the fact that the arrangements at the funeral of the honorable ex-Prime Minister of Dr. Manmohan Singh ji were not up to the mark. And when the flag is handed over to the widow or the family of the ex-prime minister, every dignitary should stand up. The king of Bhutan did stand up. It doesn't take away. Those facts are not related. I cannot believe the BJP can just put out somebody's personal information allegedly out. You can't confirm it, Rahul, and you have your sources everywhere. And a national issue is being made about this. It's so unfair to Rahul ji. And it puts his life in
Mr. Poonawalla,
danger.
that's fine. Those are legitimate questions that you can put to Pradeep Bhandari. But fundamentally, you yourself concede that this is a 7-day national mourning period that was announced on the day of the demise of Dr. Manmohan Singh. The Congress has made this issue of, the customs, the protocols, the traditions. They have made these an issue and the violation of these protocols. So shouldn't it have followed through and said, look, we will forget about the BJP MPs who travelled with you, if they so deem that they don't want to pay respect, etc. It's for them to answer. The fact is today questions are being asked of Rahul Gandhi, who threw the first stone. Now there's this old saying in politics that if you live in a glass house, don't throw a stone. It's the same thing that you once said about Mr. Kejriwal. If you remember, Tehseen, you were on this show about a week or two ago, and you said that, look, people who try to position themselves as the end-all and the be-all of morality, etc., then cannot afford to slip on that plank. Now, the point is that Rahul Gandhi has said what he said. He has criticized the BJP for not honouring the mourning period or the customs or the traditions. And he himself now is in flagrant violation. And therefore, the BJP is asking that was this shok a basic sham?
Let's assume for a second what you're saying is true. It's not true, but let's assume it's true. So the BJP will leak out his personal information and put his life under threat.
But you're making look.
No, I'm not.
We are
his
looking
life
at the
is
thin
under
edge
threat
of the
now.
wedge here. Let's look at the wedge.
His life is under threat.
The wedge is...
Now, the point is, how do they know? How does BJP... You and I don't know where Rahul
If it was a... Hang on, let me put this into context. If it was a professional visit, there would have been a permission taken from the MEA, right? That's the protocol. Right. That might have been, if it was a very high-level meeting, it would have also been known to the PMO. There would have been internal consultations, permission would have been given. Right. From the little we know through our sources, this is certainly not an official visit. Now, that opens the door.
Could it be he has a health issue? Could it be he's going...
all of those things are right, of course. But should Manikam Tagore... So therefore, all the more reason, should Manikam Tagore have responded by saying the following lines? Does it bother you all where he goes? It does, because he made it an issue. Now let me bring in Pradeep Bhandari. Let's bring in Pradeep Bhandari to get a counter response. He's been waiting patiently. Mr. Bhandari, how do you respond to Tehseen Poonawalla? Right after that, Ishkaran Bhandari and Dr. Raman. Yes.
Well, I respect my friend Tehseen's learned point of view, but however, I completely question the intent of Rahul Gandhi. Rahul, remember, it is Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi who historically have disrespected Dr. Manmohan Singh. When he was the Prime Minister, as the charge of the NAC, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi disrespected him. And if you recall and remember, everybody has said that it is Mr. Rahul Gandhi who publicly went against the ordinance which was passed by Mr. Manmohan Singh's cabinet, and that was the only time when Mr. Manmohan Singh felt angry and wanted to resign. Now, I understand that there is a 7-day national mourning. The Prime Minister is here. Every top leader is here. We are doing our best because we respect Dr. Manmohan Singh. However, Rahul Gandhi, who questioned us, has gone on a 7-day break or a sojourn. My question is, what could have, had he delayed his personal visit by 7 days, what could have happened? Nothing would have happened. He prioritized his personal visit on a vacation, on a New Year party, over Dr. Manmohan Singh's 7-day mourning. This is the intent of Rahul Gandhi and the Gandhi family. This is exactly what they do with every former Prime Minister, even a Congress Prime Minister. Remember what they did with P.V. Narasimha Rao. His body was not allowed in the Congress daftar. He had to take his last rites and it was performed in Hyderabad. And it took 10 years for us to form a memorial. Till now, the Congress party has not formed a trust. My charge is that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is only focused on consolidating certain votes in Punjab. He is not focused on honouring the legacy of Dr. Manmohan Singh. And not once the family of Dr. Manmohan Singh has criticized any of the arrangements. It is Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi and their Gandhi family which is trying to politicize this. If the charge and the intent of what Mr. Rahul Gandhi was saying was sincere, at least the family would have echoed it. But the family is not echoing it. And Rahul, it's all about priorities. Rahul Gandhi, the nation has chosen his personal vacation on 31st December, New Year Eve, over Dr. Manmohan Singh's 7-day mourning. This is why we say that whatever Mr. Gandhi does lacks intent, whether it is with PV Narasimha Rao, whether it is Mr. Gujral, whether it is with Pranab Mukherjee, and now it is with Dr. Manmohan Singh.
Well, Dr. Raman, and let me bring in Ishkaran Bhandari. Look, I mean, Dr. Raman, no one wants to question Rahul Gandhi's personal visits. No one denies that he deserves.
That's what we are doing.
He
Why
deserves.
do we even?
No,
why
one
do we even
second.
pretend
One
otherwise?
second,
That's
Mr.
what we are
Raman.
doing.
Let me finish. No, why are you jumping down my throat? Have I even?
Rahul, he did not even walk
One
for
second.
4 kilometers for
One
Dr.
second.
Manmohan Singh during the last rides. A man who walked 4,000 kilometers for
Okay,
votes.
okay.
That is his real intent. I
One
question
second,
his
one
intent.
second. One second. Let me just bring in Dr. Raman and Ishkaran Bhandari. Look, we wouldn't be having this conversation if Rahul Gandhi had not made it an issue, Dr. Raman. No one is questioning the fact that Rahul Gandhi could have gone on a break on the 6th of January, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th of January. But it does appear in poor taste. I remember, and I'll just quote out of my own family, there was a death in the family some years ago. And I remember a very close relative decided that very night to leave for a particular destination where there was, even before, in fact, you know, the ashes could be recovered, decided to go off for a engagement, marriage and engagement. And you know that even festivities like Diwali, for instance, Dr. Raman, we put off to honor the dead, the departed. I mean, here Rahul Gandhi says, you know, Dr. Manmohan Singh was like a family member to me. I was very much inspired by him. He was an emotional support for me, a shoulder to lean on. And you can't even control your partying instinct for 5 days, 3 days. Actually, what is it today? 4? Yeah, it would have been just 48 hours. He could have gone on the 2nd. I mean, it's in poor taste. I mean, I'll leave it to you, sir, to answer this.
Yeah. Now, first of all, can you tell me why, from where you got the information that he has gone to party? I mean, I'm absolutely amazed that you can put out stuff on national television without having an iota.
No, Suman, has he gone for meditation on 31st of December? Come on.
Mr. Bhandari, perhaps you are not aware. But what, as Tehseen said, supposing he has gone for some medical
I'm
issue,
not aware about
we
what
don't
happens
know.
in Bangkok,
We
Thailand
don't
and Vietnam.
know.
I'm absolutely not
We
aware.
don't.
And I don't want to be aware also.
No, please, first of all, this is like throwing mud. You have no idea what he has gone for. Yet he must have gone to party. He must have gone to celebrate New Year. I mean, this is disgusting. I mean, I cannot, I have no other words for it.
Okay.
You don't, first of all, this is nudge, wink,
Nudge, wink, wink.
kind of gossip.
One second. Let's not speak over him.
Prioritizes his vacation.
Mr. Bhandari, let him speak.
He has gone for a party. How does he know?
Okay, how do you know? Ishkaran Bhandari, this is disgusting.
Information from the government.
This is disgusting. Nudge, wink kind of slander campaign is being run against Rahul Gandhi, says Dr. Raman. How do you respond to Dr. Raman?
No, first ask him to explain from where he got this
entire
information.
debate.
Okay, coming down.
Raman, it's a question to me. Please let me speak now. It's a question to me. Rahul, since it's a debate started by Congress on respect for Dr. Manmohan Singh, let me tell you a personal experience or true story. This was National Herald bail hearing, where Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi had to get bail from the court. So what happens in court, because they had SPG protection, only very few people can go in. Lot of Congress leaders came in. There are very few seats in the court, 10, 15 seats in Patiala House. It's a district court. So I was sitting on the seat, and because the entire team came, other congressmen were already sitting. You would assume that when a former Prime Minister, a very senior citizen comes in, lot of Congress people will get up and give a seat to themselves, to him. Not from the obviously the defense side, not a person bothered about what the defense or the accused are doing. I got up and gave my seat. We councils are not used to doing it because it was an exception of exceptions. It was Dr. Manmohan Singh. For 2-3 seconds, no congressman got up and gave a former prime minister a seat to sit in the court. That was the respect I saw from my own eyes, and I think I tweeted about it at that time also. So when we are talking about respect for politics, you can make noises on social media. But what you do in your personal interaction, there are various stories from ordinance to how the seatings was done, how what NAC was done. But what happened in that court showed to me what level of respect was flowing. Forget the Prime Minister, to a super senior citizen. That time 10 years ago, also he was quite old. When we are coming now to this debate of where Rahul Gandhi is going or not going, I am not bothered. He can go anywhere in the world. But he is the leader of opposition. It is a post which carries certain responsibilities. Of course, the government will keep an eye on where you are going. You sit on very important committees. You sit on committees which appoint the CBI chief. You sit on chief election commissioners, election commissioners. So there is a statutory, there is a constitutional impulse on it where, please don't interrupt. And he is fully entitled to go on any visit. But I am not sure, maybe somebody with knowledge of protocol will say whether an LOP has to inform even for private visits or he doesn't have to. To my mind, an LOP should inform even about private visits when he is going abroad, though what the exact protocol is, I do not know. Lastly, we have reduced this debate to respect to a former Prime Minister, and there are examples of PV Narasimha Rao to how after 2014 was over, or even before 2014, how contemporary records show what level of respect was being given. So I am not surprised that today for politics you are making all this noise, but the respect has to consistently be shown.
Consistently is the word.
In this case, I think Congress has a lot to answer.
Ishkaran Bhandari is using a word consistently. Being a lawyer, he knows the impact of that word. He knows that it's an important caveat that he has placed. And Tehseen Poonawalla, please don't pretend that the Congress party showed a lot of respect when Dr. Manmohan Singh was in fact Prime Minister to Dr. Manmohan Singh, the person. Let's not forget the manner in which his authority was constantly undermined. There are books that have been written, never challenged. In fact, Montek Singh Ahluwalia wrote a book. Someone who was really close, cheek by jowl, somebody who met actually Dr. Manmohan Singh a few days before he passed away. He told me on this show last week that he had met him just a few days before he passed. And there was a lot of constant conversation. He writes in his book how Dr. Manmohan Singh wanted to quit because he just could not suffer the humiliation. He was angry. Mr. Poonawalla, why this whole big sham about, we respect Dr. Manmohan Singh, all this sort of latter-day posturing?
By that same logic, and my extended logic, the BJP that gave a funeral, the union government and the BJP, in parliament, bought in cash to stall the nuclear deal. And Rahul and Ishkaran knows, and Dr. Suman knows how important the nuclear deal was. So they got in cash in parliament. Was that not an insult of Dr. Manmohan Singh?
Do you know the exact facts? No, hang on. Do we know the exact facts of that? Tehseen Poonawalla, unfortunately, the person who was supposed to broadcast, who was supposed to broadcast that particular sting operation, you know who that person is? I don't even want to go down that route, please. No, I don't want to. Look, don't bring in an argument that makes you look weaker tonight. Please, don't bring in an argument that makes you look weaker. The point is, viewers.
The BJP's put Rahul Ji's life in threat. That's the only argument.
Okay. Oh, the BJP. See, viewers, look at how the goalpost has changed. It's gone away from customs. It's gone away from respect. It's gone away from tradition. It's gone away from how family members should behave. It's gone away from dignifying somebody in death to, his life is in danger. Who asked him to go? If he had been in Delhi, he would have been in the net of the NSG or whatever it is, and there was no threat to his life. But if you trapeze off, supposedly to party, that's what the BJP is saying. I'm only quoting them. And I also want to say, Tehseen, to you that you began by sort of trying to correct me. I was only repeating what the BJP has been saying about Mr. Patel and Nehru. So, and I made it very clear in my introduction that is what has been said by them, and it is for you to read. It's in the public domain. Now, whether you believe it or not, viewers, that's up to you. But Pradeep Bhandari, respond to Tehseen Poonawalla on this charge that the only issue right now The only issue is not about the consistency of the respect shown to Dr. Manmohan Singh, but it's about the threat to the life of Rahul Gandhi.
It is unfortunate that my learned friend Tehseen has spoken more about Rahul Gandhi than Dr. Manmohan Singh when the topic here is about respecting Dr. Manmohan Singh. This tells you how much they respect Dr. Manmohan Singh. Let me quote an instance from a book by Mr. Natwar Singh, who was a minister in the UPA. Mr. Natwar Singh said that the Manmohan Singh, I quote him, that the entire files during Manmohan Singh's cabinet were discreetly monitored, the functioning of the ministries were monitored, and all of it was sent secretly to Sonia Gandhi through Pulok Chatterjee. And about this, even the Prime Minister was not aware about. And these views were echoed by Sanjay Baru. This is how much they respected Dr. Manmohan Singh when he was the Prime Minister. I am asking a very simple question, Rahul, that it is about prioritization. I will give you a personal instance. One of our relatives had passed away 2 months back. You know, for 1.5 months, none of us in the family member even went to any celebration. There was a mourning in us because the family member was very close. It is our sanskar. It is a Bharatiya sanskar to respect that. Now, Mr. Rahul Gandhi might have Italian sanskar, so he will not understand it. That is his charge. My charge is, what does a person go on the 31st December for? Is he going for yoga meditation? Is he going for some extremely important official function? Even all of that was not there. Why did he prioritize his 31st December special private visit to a
You see, everything would have been okay. Tehseen Poonawalla, everything would have been okay. Everything would have been okay had, you know, Manikam Tagore not come out with this. And viewers, just listen to this, okay?
Just make me
Yeah, I know. I'll come to you. You can respond to this.
Sure.
This is what Manikam Tagore says. When will Sanghi stop this take diversion politics? The way Modi denied Dr. Sahib a place for cremation on the Yamuna banks and how his ministers cornered Dr. Sahib's family, shameful. If Mr. Gandhi travelled privately, why does it bother you? Get well in the new year. Yeah. This is the dismissive tone with which viewers, Manikam Tagore has responded. And you know, these are the people, viewers, when Dr. Manmohan Singh passed away, the Congress party, I had tweeted, viewers, was going to make a show, a big show of how closely and with high regard it held Dr. Manmohan Singh. And I tweeted by saying that all the public needs to know really is how they actually undermined him when he was Prime Minister, when it mattered the most, viewers. And for that, a large number of Congress people were saying, don't politicize, don't politicize. And within hours, viewers, they were nitpicking and politicizing this entire funeral. So instead of actually sitting back and contemplating the ideas of Dr. Manmohan Singh, we were constantly having to contemplate whether the BJP was doing the right thing by him in his death or not. Viewers, this is how petty politics has become in this country. And Tehseen Poonawalla, I'm sorry, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say we are the paragons of giving people respect and then toodle off to Vietnam. I don't know what he's gone there for. I completely concede. But I'm sorry, it does look very, very bad. It does. Yeah, please.
Again,
it looks very
what
bad.
if he's gone?
Poor taste.
That's fine. That's your perception, and looking is a perception, Rahul, and I concede to your perception. What if he's gone for health? Nobody out here can say for a fact where he's gone or how he's gone, except for the BJP, which is leaked information. No, I'm not. I want to make another point. I just allow me to make a point. Today, my learned friend and my brother Pradeep is quoting from Mr. Natwar Singh Ji's book. I respect that. Natwar Singh Ji is the same gentleman
now trash him
food
also.
for oil scam, and Arun, that's true, and Arun Jaitley ji supported the government because this was a massive issue with US. Now today, the BJP is hiding behind that.
No, he's not hiding behind that. That doesn't mean that he lied about what he knew. That doesn't mean. He might have been corrupt. You can call him corrupt. You can call him. No, 1 second. You can call him whatever you want to call him tonight. But you can label him. You can try to discredit him. Sharmishta Mukherjee, Sanjay Baru, several others, Montek Singh Ahluwalia, are they all bankrupts, sir? Are they all lying?
I request you, please allow me. I'll come to Sanjay
please go
Babu.
ahead, sir.
Please allow me. You're interrupting me.
Yeah.
Could it be? Can we keep our mind open to the possibility that Natwar Singh bore a grudge because Manmohan Singh kicked him out?
Okay, he's a liar.
Please,
He had a grudge.
Sir,
Montek
please.
Singh?
You're not allowing me
Montek Singh Ahluwalia?
The viewers won't like it. I'm coming. Sir, allow me a sentence.
Yeah.
Just allow me a sentence.
Take two.
You quoted Sanjay Baru. I am quoting Manmohan Singh ji's daughter that this guy has completely let our family down, and Manmohan Singh ji, he's let him down. He put such fiction in the book, and I have told Sanjay Baru on his face what I think of him, and he's had to apologize.
Okay.
In another round table of a channel you were editor-in-chief of.
Okay, so let
Please,
me
Sanjay
viewers,
Baru is a paragon of virtue. Sanjay Baru.
let me viewers quote. Let me viewers see viewers. I haven't tweeted in 3 days. Deliberately, I wanted to exercise social media silence because it is a sensitive issue. So let me just quickly put it out there for all of you viewers. What exactly Dr. Manmohan Singh had to endure, and this is something, viewers, that I haven't written. This is something Montek Singh Ahluwalia has said. And he wrote in his book that the Congress saw Rahul as the natural leader of the party and wanted him to take a larger role in this situation. As soon as Rahul expressed his opposition to the ordinance, senior Congress politicians who had earlier supported the proposed ordinance in the cabinet and even defended it publicly promptly changed their position. Ahluwalia says he told Singh, who was then on a visit to the US, that he did not think a resignation on this issue was appropriate. Should I quit? Was a question that was asked by Dr. Manmohan Singh of Montek Singh Ahluwalia when Rahul Gandhi did what he did with the ordinance. Viewers, you can read these articles, you can read the book. Yep. Please go ahead, read Montek Singh Ahluwalia's book. Why would he be lying? And this book came out, viewers, some years ago. No one has ever come out and said that there was lies here. So, you know, today Tehseen Poonawalla can trash talk everybody, that's fine. But Montek Singh Ahluwalia, you can't trash talk him. Anyhow, let's move on. Let's move on because, look, we can debate over whether this is a substantive issue or not, or whether this was just piffling. But certainly, viewers,